Thank you to PlayStation for sponsoring this video. Today we're going to make your journey into Ghost of Yotei even more enjoyable. You see, we've been playing a ton of the game, from exploring the world and uncovering its secrets, to figuring out what you want to do early to get the best start. So here's 9 things we wish we knew before starting to hopefully help you out. And don't worry, there's no spoilers here, everything you see is from the early game only. So you're safe to watch, and if you're ready to dive in yourself, Ghost of Yotei is available on PlayStation 5 with the link down below. We'll start with altars and the Lost in Reflection tale. On the road from Atsu's home to the nearby inn, here on the map, you'll see a yellow tree that you don't want to ride past. You'll find a lost monk below it, and talking to him will unlock the Lost in Reflection tale. This will actually lead you to your very first altar. Altars are scattered and hidden throughout each region, and praying at them unlocks skill points for Atsu. These give you essential upgrades for Atsu's attacks, abilities, and progression. Since you earn skill points through altars instead of fighting, you'll want to make sure to explore and find them. You'll also get 200 coins and a tip to speak to the cartographer at the inn nearby after finishing this tale, which is very handy early on. The cartographer sells maps of additional altar locations, and you'll even have a puzzle to line them up with visual clues on your world map to actually find their location. You want to grab the first 3 early, and you can see them here on the map to give you a head start. There's one in the west that's in a small hole in the ground. There's one hidden behind a waterfall down to the south, and another up north past an enemy-filled cave on a mountain. So focus on getting altars early on to give yourself a real head start. And speaking of altars and skill points, here are a few skills that make a huge difference early on that we recommend you invest in. In the survival tree, you can unlock the roll ability by pressing circle twice. This is one of the easier ways to dodge red attacks, get space in combat, or close gaps. In the ranged tree, you can grab the concentration mode, which will slow down time while aiming your bow. This is an incredible damage dealing tool to line up headshots if you plan to use the bow in combat. In the revenge tree, you want to pick up the improved horse boost for faster traversal, which helps pay off the earlier you get it as you traverse and explore the whole map. If you like to play stealth like a true ghost, then you want to get the brute assassination to deal with the bigger enemies, and the chain assassination to take out multiple targets quickly. This is going to be vital if you like a stealth playstyle. And don't skip out on the perfect parry and general katana upgrades, they will serve you well through the whole game. Next, let's touch on bamboo stands. When you return to Atsu's home with the ginkgo tree, you'll notice a knocked over bamboo stand. You want to repair this and you'll unlock a QTE style bamboo cutting minigame. Once you complete this though, you will increase your maximum spirit. These bamboo stands are scattered throughout the world and are absolutely worth tracking down for even more healing and stronger spirit skills in combat. So don't skip out on these bamboo stands and keep an eye out for them because they all add up. Now let's go over the best way to farm coins even early on. At the first inn, you'll meet Ran the Bower. She sells the Hankyu bow, a great starter bow for quick shooting, which you should be able to buy right at the start of the game when you first meet her. But she also sells the Yumi bow, which is basically like a sniper with a longer draw time. It does however cost 2,000 coins, but it's a major early ranged upgrade, so you'll need to farm some coins. Also, upgrading your weapons and buying other things needs coins too. With this in mind, step outside and talk to Kojiro at the bounty board. Here you can pick up contracts for bounties, which are essentially mini-boss style enemies, including some of the most epic duels in the game. They can be tough, but they're very rewarding, giving you a ton of coins, possible new altars to find, even new tools like Crow Genzo that unlocks the Metsubushi quick throw powder, and there's additional materials in the area. So make sure to do bounties, including Crow Genzo, as early as you can for all of these extra goodies. And just by doing a few of these, you can afford the Yumi bow and other gear upgrades in no time. Now let's go over some of the best and recommended settings that you should change. There's a few different options we recommend trying out that make the game and combat even more enjoyable. Under accessibility, try turning on aim assist. This lets your ranged attacks snap and track enemies. It makes it much easier in a chaotic fight. The enhanced combat cues and projectile indicators also really help in fights when a lot is going on. Under display, make sure to check your graphics mode. If you want higher resolution and better quality visuals, set it to quality. However, we do recommend playing on performance or the ray tracing pro mode if you have a PS5 Pro. This gives you a smooth 60 FPS and the game still looks fantastic as well. Under gameplay, try the target lock and swap on defeat settings. This lets you press up on the D-pad in combat to lock onto an enemy, keeping it centered. It's a real game changer in more hectic fights. Next, let's touch on getting new types of weapons. As you progress through different regions, you'll meet different masters that will teach you new weapon styles. These quests are fun, and the earlier you do them, the more variety you'll have in combat. So make them a priority whenever you can, especially heading towards Mount Yotei for the dual katanas early on, which completely changes how you fight Yuri Spear enemies. So don't skip out on these quests. Next up, by holding left on the D-pad whenever you're riding a horse, you can set up a camp, and these are really important. They allow you to cook food that gives you a variety of different buffs, and it always temporarily increases your maximum spirit, making it really useful for using before a major mission or a big fight or bounty. So make sure to always set up a camp and cook before you're going to do a major battle. Your last camp even becomes a fast travel point on the map, which is handy to get back to areas that you've previously been camping. When you do camp, sometimes people will come and join you. They'll share details on the story or give you nearby points of interest on the map to explore. You can even use the wolf pack while exploring to bring merchants and other notable characters to you as you set up a camp to buy weapon upgrades and other goodies, which is very useful when you're out in the field with enough materials to upgrade or restock. So remember, always camp before major missions or bounties because the buffs are a real advantage. Next, you want to pay attention to the visual clues out in the world, because Ghost of Yotei's world isn't just pretty, it's full of clues everywhere. These smoke piles, colourful trees, unusual rock formations, and so on all are points of interest that basically are saying you should go and explore there. You can even use your spyglass with up on the D-pad to mark them on your map by looking at them. Exploration generally pays off with new gear, upgrades, new appearances, resources, and even hidden quests, so make sure to go out and explore everything. Next, let's talk about your wolf companion. If you want to get additional unlocks and upgrades for your wolf companion, then you want to look out for these wolf dens. They're usually marked by these distinct trees on small mounds and rocks. Doing these and helping the wolf out will actually give you new skill points for the wolf skill trees. These will enhance the wolf, making it stronger, giving it new things it can do, and even making it more likely to appear to aid you. If you love fighting with the wolf by your side, you should make wolf dens a real priority. And so there's 9 things that we wish we knew before starting Ghost of Yotei. Hopefully this helps you get ahead, power up faster, and generally enjoy the world even more. Ghost of Yotei is available on PlayStation 5 with the link down below, so tell us how you get on with the game and any tips that you're learning along the way. And subscribe for more Ghost of Yotei coming your way very, very soon. Here at Arix Gaming, we're 2 friends who love to play games. You have me, Paradise, as well as 26.
Our goal is to keep the videos as concise as possible by cutting out any of the fluff and focusing on what really matters with high quality videos.
So make sure you're subscribed down below for more videos on your favorite games coming very, very soon.